to go over some of the things that I have in my house that are staples. I cook with fresh ingredients. I don't buy frozen dinners or prepackaged food or boxed, macaroni and cheese and things like that. I find that I'd rather make it with fresh ingredients. It's a lot healthier, it's a lot less salt, because to package things they put a lot of sodium or salt in to preserve. So it's just really healthy all the way around. Sometimes it means I have to shop a little bit more often, but for me it's worth it. So healthy ingredients. I always have onion, always have red peppers, always have garlic, and I always have tomatoes. All of these things to saute. I saute everything in onion and garlic and olive oil. I have my extra virgin olive oil that I'll spend an extra amount of money on, because the better, the fresher you have of your olive oil, it just makes all your other ingredients taste fabulous. And then I have 3 types of vinegar. I have my balsamic vinegar, I have rice vinegar, and then I also have red wine vinegar. When it comes to herbs, I have basil, which is fresh, and I keep it like this because basil doesn't like the refrigerator. You just cut the ends, or I buy the living kind, but you can cut the ends, put it in water, put the plastic bag over, and that kind of makes it like a little hothouse for it. It kind of keeps it growing and keeps it a lot longer than if you were to stick it in the refrigerator. Fresh basil, I love dill, thyme, rosemary, which I know there's a lot of that grows around people's homes. Deers don't like it, so people out here put it in their gardens. But anything fresh. But then I also have salt, pepper. I have my favorite seasoning, and I put this on everything: beef, chicken, vegetables. It's Santa Maria. It's from California. That's the only place I can find it because it's from Santa Maria, California. But it's fabulous. It's really great. And then of course Stubbs. I got their chicken rub, because you can't go wrong with Stubbs. And then I have a whole cupboard full of dried things: oregano, dill, garlic, lemon pepper, garlic powder. So that helps to flavor things up. Another staple item is quinoa. Quinoa is one of the best grains because there's a lot of protein. And so if you're a vegetarian, quinoa is fabulous because this is 7 grams of protein per serving. So there's red, there's black, and the one that's my favorite is this kind. I buy it from Amazon in a big box. I get I think 4 come in the box. And this is Bob's Red Mill quinoa. And this is basically the yellow quinoa. And when I cook it, I made some today. What I do is I'll make a batch of this. So this is take 2 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa, and I put a little lemon in it, a little olive oil, and then I'll have this to serve up with all my food, be it stir-fried, not fried, steamed kind of stirred vegetables, or chicken, or beef. I put it in salads. It's great, and it's a lot better for you than, say, just regular pasta. But I do have also a quinoa pasta. This is gluten-free, and it's great. You just have to be careful not to cook gluten-free noodles too long because they get kind of spongy, but this is great. And then what my pastas that I always eat is multigrain. And I know people say, oh, stay away from pasta, stay away from bread. I don't stay away from anything. I just take it in moderation. So I put this in my salads. I use it for my spaghettis. I use it for casserole things that I cook, or even macaroni salad, anything like that. Okay, just got back from the grocery store, and so this is a regular stuff that I get. I like to have lean beef. This is actually ribeye. Usually I get filet mignon. And this is, I'm really enjoying Brussels sprouts and just chopping them up, sauteing them with onion. I always get lemons and lime. I always saute with lime and lemon, actually, really good for marinades. I get a sweet onion as well as my red onion. salads. The red onion's great. Sauteing, I do the sweet onions. Then I have tzatziki, and this is made with Greek yogurt. So a lot of you guys have asked me about what I like to snack on. I snack on this, and I'll have carrots or celery, broccoli, any kind of veggie, and I use it as a dip. Or sometimes I actually use it a little bit as a salad dressing. And then today I also bought tabbouleh, which I love, and this is basically it's just cracked wheat, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, parsley, virgin olive oil. And this brand I really like because it's not real oily. It's quite good, and you can make this yourself at home, but I picked it up today. And then I picked up some yogurt. This is what I'll have as a snack or sometimes breakfast. So I'll have a yogurt, and I'll put 1/3 of a cup of the granola, which is this is the really yum kind that it's made out of quinoa and chia seeds, and that's a good snack or breakfast. And today I bought my dessert. I buy a bag of these. I put them in the freezer. It'll last me all week. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but when I need something sweet, I only need like maybe, I don't know, 8 or 10. I just grab a few, and when they're frozen, I just think they last longer. I love them. And that's my little, my treat that I can have throughout the week. And then today being Sunday, I got a bottle of Cabernet, and I will enjoy that with my dinner. So here's just a little bit. This is a small shopping, basically a 1 meal and filling some stuff in. I drink milk, but I found this and I love it. I don't know if they have it at other places because it says HEB, but it's Mootopia, and it's got less fat, but 12 grams of protein, less sugar, and it's delicious. And so I'll have that in the mornings alongside my oatmeal. And then of course I always get my coffee. Sumatra. Okay, so this is a starting point for tonight's dinner, and I'm going to saute these vegetables. I have cabbage, onion, Brussels sprouts, a little Italian parsley, and I always like to put squeezed lemon over it, and also with some olive oil. So I'm going to chop this stuff up and get it nice and kind of cubed. I don't want the pieces too big. I always keep these bags, that you bring the veggies home, and I use them for all my the trash cuttings, I call them. Cut the bottoms off of the Brussels sprouts. They're a little bit on the hard side. And these are washed already, which is nice. You can buy them. Actually, you can buy them on the vine. The way that it's like a branch, and the Brussels sprouts are on it. So I like cutting these up pretty thin. They have great taste once you add, the salt and the olive oil and garlic. It all brings a flavor out. As you can tell, sometimes I cut things really well, and then other times I cut my fingers, so I'm learning. At some point in time, when I was in Italy, I took a class. Actually, my friend and I, what we did is we went to a chef's home, this woman who owns a restaurant, and she's a chef and she writes books, and we spent the day and learned how to do a 3-course meal with her, which was phenomenal. We got to make homemade pasta and the sauces and paired it with the different wines, and I learned a lot from that. I like taking cooking classes. So this is part 1. And I'm going to get the meat out and put a little bit of spices on, and then we will start sauteing that up. Okay, now this is what I'm going to saute the steak in, and I always add a little bit of capers. Capers are kind of like they taste like olives to me a little bit. They're very salty, so you don't have to add a lot of salt. I put olive oil in. Of course, I'm going to put a little bit of lemon just to give it a little pizzazz. So voila! I don't know if you can see that? So this is dinner for tonight, and it's delicious, and you can do so many different variations. You can use seafood, you can use lean beef, all veggies, tofu, whatever vegetables that you like, and you can change it up. So this is mine for this evening. Bon appetit.